Hi, my name is Derek Nelson. The technology that I will be going through with you guys today is called the Blast Motion. This is the little blast sensor that goes on the end of the bat that tells us things that we want to know, what our hitters are going, or what our hitters' swings are. So if you follow me this way, when we start, obviously there's a lot of technology that we use all day, every day during hitting, but when we start this, we're going to start our practice, and the 6 main things that we look for as Mount Marty baseball coaches is our plane, connection, rotation, attack angle, vertical attack angle, and power. So those are the 6 things that we measure at Mount Marty. The nice thing is, we'll get through what each batter is doing, but when a player swings, each swing, once he's connected, is downloaded on the internet. So if you come this way again on our laptop, so right now we have 893 swings on here. So we are able to go back and see each swing. So this swing was from February 3rd at 9:03:15 p.m. Okay? So we can get each thing that we mark down for at Mount Marty, and we can go back and see whatever swing we want. So right now we're going to get through what we do for taking blast on a tee. Now you can do anything that you want. You can do this in game, you can do this pitching machine, you can do this front toss. You just have to set each one before you start your practice. So we're going to have my good friend Steven Oswald Jr.
Yes.
He's going to take a swing, and then we'll go through what the metrics mean. Okay, so now we'll come over here and critique the swing. So this is all downloaded. So what it shows us, those top 3 scores up there are 20 to 80. Those are the scores. And what we want is, obviously 80 is the best. So as you can see, Steven has a really good plane. It's not too bad at all. But what we need to work on is connection and rotation score. So your connection is what you're connecting at impact. So what I'm connecting right here when I hit that ball. The rotation, that's how quickly you're getting through. So right now, Steven's not getting through quickly at all. His attack angle, that's one thing that we really look for in our kids at Mount Marty. Attack angles, what your angle of attack is on the ball when you are making contact. And now it's different than launch angle. So that's the one thing that our players always get confused on, is attack angle, launch angle. So Steven's at a -3. We want our players 0 to 14. So right now, that's one thing that we would mark down that Steven needs to make sure that he is working on. Another thing, vertical bat angle, that's -38. That's actually really low. So his vertical bat angle is obviously going to be negative. It's because you're always going to be coming down from where you start, so it's always going to be negative. If it was positive, it'd be really difficult to change that swing. You'd probably convert that guy to just a pitcher. So some advantages. Obviously, this gives you feedback right away. It measures the consistency of your swing and where we need to consistently be good. No matter what, it's going to give us whatever we want to measure. So if today we were working on Steven, if we were just going to work on attack angle and that's all we wanted to look at, that's what we can look at, and that's the only one we could see to make sure that he's improving at that attack angle. Some disadvantages. Okay, right now at Mount Marty we have one sensor, so we have to switch the sensor on each bat that our players are using, so that can take time. Obviously, if we had more sensors, we'd be able to do more things. Another thing that we've came across at Mount Marty is players not informing themselves on what these measurements mean. So we send out articles on what all these metrics are, but they still come up and ask the same question: what attack angle do I need? What vertical bat angle do I need? And we've seen that where we've had to answer the same question over about 500 times, which is obviously not as ideal as a coach when we have limited time. Sometimes it can be a pain and it disconnects all the time, but that's just what technology, you're going to have that with anything that you do in your life with technology. The benefits are obviously each swing is recorded. So even if somebody takes this when we're not in here and swings, those swings are still recorded and we can see those swings on our laptop or once we connect again. Like I said, in our laptop, we can go back and look at any swing that we want at any time. So that can give us real feedback, or we can critique swings from each player if they want more analytics from each of us coaches. Some improvements would be one thing is, in the baseball games, you cannot have any sensor on the knob of your bat. So we can do all these things in practice, and we use this sensor, and we get all these numbers, and we're working no matter what, and we get improvement that we see, but there's no way to tell if this is actually working in a game. So one thing that I think that would be an improvement would be if there's some way that we can incorporate blast motion into games so that we're actually seeing our players get game-like at-bats, and if they're actually improving, taking what they're learning in practice and improving them in the game. So basically that's a rundown of blast motion. There's probably a lot of other things we can go in depth about, but that gives you the very beginning of blast motion.